If you've never failed, you're useless and I don't care about your success. I want to know where you failed. If you only talk about your wins, you're hiding the truth. I don't care how many trophies you've got hanging on your wall, because anyone can end up with trophies, even people who were just in the right place at the right time. What I care about is how many scars you're carrying under that jacket, the ones you don't show, the ones you don't brag about. Those are the only things that actually tell me who you are. Success, the way we usually talk about it, is just a snapshot, a moment where things worked out, a result that landed. But failure, that's a journey. That's your real playbook. That's where you made the wrong call, where things fell apart, where you lost control. And more importantly, that's where you decide whether you stay down or step up. When someone only talks about their wins, they're not telling me anything. They're giving me a polished version, cleaned up, nicely packaged, and completely useless. But when someone walks me through a failure, what happened, what they got wrong, what they changed, now I'm listening. That's where I see where their strength was actually built. Because success doesn't really test you. It validates you. It makes you feel good. Sometimes it even lies to you. Failure is the one that does the heavy lifting. It forces you to stop, to look in the mirror, to ask yourself questions you'd rather avoid, and usually don't have easy answers for. And that's where something real happens, if you've got the guts to stay in it. Because when you face that failure head on, break it down, and work through it, it stops being a mistake and turns into real experience. It becomes judgment. It becomes clarity. It sharpens how you think and how you decide. Here's the truth. Success doesn't erase failure. It just covers it up. It hits pause. Failure doesn't give you that option. It stops you cold and makes you deal with reality. It forces you to slow down, rethink everything, and rebuild with your eyes wide open. That's why I don't care about perfect success stories. At best, they're incomplete. At worst, they're just stories people tell themselves. What I want to hear about are the real failures, the messy ones, the ones that cost you time, money, credibility, the ones that made you question everything. Because that's exactly where a real manager is built. Not when everything is going right, but when things break and you have to decide what to do next. If someone has the courage to walk you through their failures and tell you what they did with them, then you're looking at someone who actually learned something. But if they've got no failures to talk about, chances are they've never really put anything on the line. And without failure, without falling, without things going sideways, there's no real experience. And without experience, you're not going anywhere. Think about it. And if you've got the guts, tell me where you failed. Tory food for thought. Stay aware.